Welcome to Reimagining Silverwood. This is Swag, and today we are going to embark on a new project where my friends and myself are going to rebuild Silverwood theme park. Now, this does not mean Astroworld is gone. It just means for now, I'm going to start building this project for a contest on Dirklink's Discord. It's a park recreation contest, and you might ask, why aren't you doing that for Astroworld? This park is a lot smaller. There's only a handful of coasters, and it's a smaller layout overall. And I am going to have a couple of friends helping me build this too, so it's not going to take as long. But this is a new series where we're going to remake Silverwood theme park and reimagine it. As you can see, the first coaster we already have down is Tremors. We called it Tremors 2 because it's going to be an RMC version, a hybrid coaster version of Tremors. And the first thing we're going to do in this episode is map out the queue and the entrance building for this ride, the exit, the shape of the building for the gift shop that actually has the coaster run under and through the gift shop. And then if we do have time, we are going to build the tunnel entrances and exits. This is one of the coasters that has the most underground sections in the world, strangely enough. So that's what we're going to do for now. So sit back, relax, and enjoy rebuilding Silverwood. Okay, so what I'm currently working on is the tunnels for the underground sections. And for the straight-on sections, it's pretty simple. You just take the track the way it is, and you put it under, you raise some tiles, and you put some walls where they need to be. That's all easy, 1, 2, 3, 4, but now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 diagonal. And while I'm gonna use foliage to hide a few of the rough angles, I really am gonna have to work with some diagonal pieces, moving them around to at least create the tunnel in which the train's going down. So I'm using some monorail, some wooden coaster, and some mine train. And I think this tunnel looks pretty darn good. This is without foliage. Once you have foliage around, you'll just see, a detail of this behind every now and then. This part actually comes through and out of the building, like the exit building for Tremors, like where this path leads to. So this one I'll probably do last, but I'll probably duplicate this for right here and right here. So I've got a little bit more work to do, but for now you can watch it and fast forward. Okay, I'm going to be doing footers on this coaster, and what you might not have seen was me do this first section. I actually tried to build and record, but I think the recording was corrupted, so I'll just do a little bit of footers over here. So I use wooden post fences under the track, and you kind of got to put them on the same pieces here and there. So this is like the lowest level, so you can barely see it. And then I'll use prison wall corners, and you put them underneath. Ooh, I don't like how that's happened. We don't want them to go and flicker when the ride goes by. So what we'll do is we'll put them like this and see if they flicker. Let's hope it doesn't flicker. Let's see what happens. Here it comes. Good, no flickering. Though I'm not a huge fan of that. Let's see, there's some new pieces. Let's see, does this work? I don't think it will. Unless I... No. I don't know, some people put them under the track, and then some people put the wall corners outside of the track. Which you run into the fact that the piece kind of shows through the land tile. You can do that and then delete what's on the inside, but it kind of feels disconnected, so it's not my preference. And honestly, what I might do in this area, just to avoid having these wooden pieces really ruin the look, is I'll add some lower land. So I'll pull the land tile down a little bit. Say maybe 2 spots. And then just to make it a little bit more natural, you know, pull the land a little bit elsewhere. So it doesn't just look like a random little trench, necessarily. That's a little too straight. Probably get away with doing that. And then let's see what happens. Yeah. So then what I would do here, just raise that by 1. And then you can go ahead and drop the footers underneath. 1, 2, 3. And this footer's a little taller. That's how you can kind of get away with that. It's going to look a lot more natural, I think, once you put foliage and stuff around. I had this whole conversation already. Oh, look, that's even lower too. I might just do this whole area. Oh yeah, I think there's gonna be like pathing that comes through here, so maybe not. We'll find out. We'll find out. If it doesn't have foliage or something blocking it, we will not have to do footers in that circumstance. But let's just do the other side. Think what we got going on over here. Do that, and we'll lower this by 1. We'll go back to this. And don't worry, you're not going to watch me do this for the entire coaster. I just wanted to get a small section and show you kind of what I do. And that's how you build footers on a coaster, especially a wooden one, so there you have it. I'm going to do this. Ooh, that's down low too. It's going to be a tough one. I might have to just lower the land around this area or just put foliage up to cover it up. But for now, you're going to watch this in fast motion. Great news, everybody. I accidentally forgot to hit the record button. So I just did the footers for the entire ride. Some of them I've left open, like around these elevation changes into the underground areas. They are super finicky and kind of weird. And then another thing that you run into is they flash when the track goes over. So I've tried my best to eliminate that as an issue. I just realized that I changed the color of some track pieces. I think it would be easier to change this back to brown. Brown. Needs to be the darker brown. Okay, so I changed that to darker brown, which means I need to do a fourth color for this. So that... This is live, folks. This is live. Delete, delete. Delete. Do. I listen to music while I build. Helps me get in the zone. Go ahead and paste that there. That's supposed to look kind of like steel. Going over the bigger things. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, we got that all done. So, you might notice in a few areas, yes, we don't have footers necessarily. I have left the low footers sort of plain. I feel like foliage is just going to cover it up anyways. So there's not a huge issue with it. The big thing is when I'm watching this cycle, I need to see if there's any spots where the flickering's a little too much. And I don't think I'm dealing with too much. This piece seems to be weirdly floating. What is that? Oh no, that's the post from the other side. So that might just need to be erased by 1. Yeah, I don't think anybody's going to notice that from the far off. It's not bad. Most of the flickers happen on the diagonals, and then if you put foliage here, it kind of blocks it anyways. So we're not too concerned with that. So overall, I think we've got what we want. And that's going to conclude the first episode of Rebuilding Silverwood. I think this is a very good start. This part's not that big, so being able to finish this coaster off, and then I think the next kind of ranges would be to explore what happens around this ride. Like there's a service path by this lift hill, there's a rapids ride over here, and I think the building for the gift shop, that'd be a good thing to get in there. And then we'll keep on working from there. So thanks for watching Rebuilding Silverwood. I hope to see you in the next episode. And we'll just have to switch between doing Rebuilding Astroworld, Rebuilding Silverwood, and other videos. So hopefully this is okay with you guys, because I'm having a lot of fun building a new park and trying some new things out. So hope you guys have a good one. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.